This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got R. Kelly, okay? He has been thrown into the hole. Now, R. Kelly's pretty much going to spend the rest of his, his life that really you have mobility and all this other stuff. Because by the time he gets out, he's going to be pretty old, bro. R. Kelly, he will be probably like 70 or 80. And, you know, it's like these are the years, like he's been in there for what, 4 or 5 years now? He's in his, he's almost 60 years old, So these are years where you still have like your mobility left and everything, but like as life doesn't get much better as time goes on. It only gets, meaning as your body deteriorates, it gets worse and worse. That's strong life choices he made. But anyways, he was placed in solitary confinement after prison officials discover retired warden's phone number in his notebook. That gets you thrown in the hole? It says facing new issues behind bars. They launched an internal investigation and landed him in isolation. His attorney is under review he's in North Carolina for possessing a phone number of a retired warden. Brinkley claims the situation stems from Kelly's involvement in a mentor program designed to guide fellow inmates, which overseen by former warden prior to his retirement. Before leaving, the warden allegedly provided Kelly with his personal cell number, program related to guidance. So what's the issue here? I'm not saying he's an innocent guy. I'm just saying, like, what's the issue with this, right? Let's see. Kelly's cellmate was caught with contraband mobile phone. During subsequent cell phone search, officials found the retired warden's number written in Kelly's notebook. For privacy and security reasons, we do not discuss this condition. Jeez. But the warden's retired. It's not like he has the current warden's phone number. I don't know. Clarissa Shields has a big fight coming up this weekend, Sunday, okay, at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. I see she's doing all of her fights in Detroit. Or she's doing them in Michigan, because that's where she's from, right? I respect that. And it's scheduled for 10 rounds and will be broadcast live on DAZN, D-A-Z-N. They do a lot of fights. This is, against Franchon Cruz DeZern. This is one of many fights in her fight deal, her $8 million fight deal. Of course, Papoose is training. Well, they're doing this part of the training to, obviously, it gains more posts and more engagement. It's smart. It's smart marketing to sell tickets to the fight. Let's see. I think she'll sell out the fight. There's not much more excitement going on in female boxing. She's pretty much the person right now. All right, so we got Renni Rucci. We've seen her date many a guys. Okay, Renni Rucci. She used to date Forgiano. I don't know if Forgiano's still in jail. Is he? Forgiato or whatever his name is. Renni. Forgiano, Gucci Man. Okay, well, is he still? That's his name, right? Forgiano rapper. Let's see. I forget his name, man. 1017 rappers. It doesn't matter, right? Oh, Fugiano. Okay, here it is. Fugiano. Is Fugiano still locked up? Fugiano. Remember when he was sending her flowers and everywhere? Let's see. It says remains incarcerated in federal prison as of early 2026, serving a 5-year prison sentence, probation violation, removing ankle monitor. Oh, so he'll be released this year. Oh, okay, and then I'm sure Gucci. I think he's the only one that Gucci Man kept with Pooh Shiesty. So we'll see what happens. But she is having another guy's baby, Black Zach, who is incarcerated himself. Okay. They went public a while back. She was clapping back at people. They shared a picture together. He may face the federal death penalty for murder for hire. This is from South Carolina. So he has a huge RICO investigation against him right now. He's locked up. Someone said, "You sure know how to pick him, Renni." So she says, "You on the interest in your panties. You don't make the best decisions either, I guess." Well, she's come out. She has been on a lot of Love and Hip Hop shows. She was an Atlanta cast member. Okay, I thought she was in Miami. I don't watch that show, but anyways, yeah, there's no sight in him coming out anytime soon. I don't even think he has a trial date at this point, so we'll see how that goes. Shine was very public about Diddy sending him to jail for 10 years and how Diddy treated him before then and after, and how he had the world in his palms and he wishes he had a 50 Cent around that time to expose the things Diddy was doing and talk about them. And he gave a lot of props to 50, and 50 saw that and says, this man took 10 years of Shine's life. He did. Diddy had an issue in the club, and it's unclear whether Diddy had the gun or Shine. I'm sure Shine had a gun on him, or Wolf was involved, but it was a Diddy issue. And Shine felt he had to step up for Diddy because he felt like Diddy had his back and everything when Diddy didn't. Diddy, as soon as he could throw him into the fire and save himself, he did. That's sad, but it's life. It shows you. I mean, someone said it best. The biggest lie is that when you're nice to people, they'll be nice back. When you're loyal to people, they'll be loyal back. Kindness and loyalty does not guarantee kindness and loyalty in return. The world does not move by fairness. It moves by advantage, and that is a fact. You should only be loyal to your core family, okay? Like anyone outside of family, and even your family could turn against you, but I'm just saying, the people that'll turn on you the quickest is your friends. To be honest with you, that's at least in my case. Drake keeps teasing Iceman. Okay, we'll see if that ever comes out anytime soon. This humanoid bot has been introduced. I think it uses NVIDIA chips in it. I don't know if it's NVIDIA's robot though. NVIDIA robot. I think it's another company that teamed up with the AI part with the chips and the robotics of it. They're supplying a lot of the chips for AI. But this, they're trying to make it. They're trying to tell everybody that it looked like a person in a suit. It does. It looks like a person in a like full suit sweater. You know, it even moves like a person. But they're saying it's actually a humanoid bot, and they're going to be selling them this year. This is a business model that Elon Musk popularized, but I'm not sure if he's the first one to do it. But taking deposits on some technology with a promise of a delivery date that you might not make. He's done that infamously with many different models of the Tesla, and they obviously use that money to fund the project, you know, and put it in interest-bearing accounts so they can borrow against it, you know. And I assume that's what this robotics company is doing, but it's an assumption, right? Snoop Dogg talks about... Oh, no, he doesn't talk about it. Danny Boy talks about what Snoop Dogg gave him this... It looked like a chain that looked just like this. An iced-out cassette. And this is when they were doing, DeathRow. I don't know if Danny Boy was signed at that time or was just working with DeathRow, but Snoop gave it to him. He went to go get it cleaned. He found out the chain was fake. And then down the line, Snoop was telling Dana Boy, yo, you're lucky we even, like, I should have charged you to even have you around me. Like, you gained a lot of hype for me. This is way back in Death Row days. But Snoop was super disrespectful to him. And he says, you know, Snoop's just a horrible person. You know, like, this guy was like, I think Death Row wanted him to sign his life away for $10,000, 7 years of his life away for $10,000. He refused it, and Snoop was like, "You better sign them." Mind you, Snoop didn't have the best deal either. He was just riding for Suge Knight, right? And he says, "You better sign that and become part of the team. We've co-signed you and everything, and you know, you're lucky you're just around us. We should have charged you for that." Arguably so, but to sign your life away for $10,000 is crazy with no guarantees. What if you never put out the album? You still got me for 7 years for $10,000. That's going to be gone in like 2 months. And Cardi says a lot of people were talking about how big her backside is. So she says she's definitely going to remove her implants as soon as the tour is over. She's going to disappear for 3 months and remove them. Alrighty. And that's about it. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I will check you guys in the next video. And I think that's about it. Appreciate you all. Peace.